Zac Efron, Beyonce, Liam Hemsworth. What do all of these celebrities have in common? Besides for their great looks and talent, all of these celebrities share a common diet: veganism. These celebrities, plus many more, have converted to veganism and reaped the benefits as a result, and you can too. My family and I have been making and absolutely loving vegan meals for several years now. What I was originally reluctant to try, many vegan meals have become some of my favorite things to eat. One of my favorite snacks of all time was Cheez-Its, for goodness sakes. But by doing research, I have been convinced that there is a great need for veganism, and I'm willing to eat more plant-based foods myself. In this speech, I will discuss why there is a great need for veganism, ways people can gradually practice vegan ideals, and some of the many benefits of going vegan. One main reason for becoming vegan is to prevent animal cruelty. According to sentientmedia.org, animal agriculture, or factory farming, as it is commonly known, is the mass industrialization of the breeding, raising, and slaughter of animals for human consumption. Animal agriculture has become widespread because of its cheap costs and mass productions. But its inhumane treatment to animals must not be tolerated. Because of animal agriculture, according to Jemima Weber, currently in 1 hour, 6 million animals are killed for food purposes. Just how much is 6 million? The entire population of Finland currently sits at around this number. In just 1 hour, Finland's entire population worth of animals are slaughtered for food purposes. This is a ridiculous number, and change must occur. According to Barbara King, the average meat-eating person eats over 7,000 animals in their lifetime. All meat-eating people, because of their diets, have subjected thousands of animals to short, miserable lives as a result of their temporary cravings for steak and the like. I, too, am guilty of this. By not giving in to the terrible world of meat companies, one could save one more calf from being turned over to veal producers, one more male chicken from being slaughtered for not being able to give eggs, and so many other animals from being treated cruelly. The environment is another thing that takes a hit from our selfish eating practices. Water shortages are a huge concern throughout the world, especially in developing countries and drought-stricken areas. According to Jemima Weber, animal agriculture uses up a considerable amount of water, between 34 and 76 trillion gallons of water annually. Just how much water is this? Along the lines of 80 to 90% of America's annual water consumption. Since only 1% of Earth's water is potable, animal agriculture using up this much water is not sustainable, and change must occur. Carbon emissions are also of concern because of rising temperatures and the depletion of the ozone layer. Animal agriculture contributes more emissions than all of the world's transportation combined, at least 32,000 million tons of carbon dioxide per year, as Jemima Weber found. The inhumane treatment of animals, as well as devastating effects on the environment as a result of food protection practices, are just a few reasons why veganism is becoming such an important thing. Now, I'll discuss some ways the average person could gradually shift to practicing vegan ideals and make a lasting difference. Most people are reluctant to convert to veganism because of its drastic changes from the normal omnivorous diet. This is understandable, but there are small, subtle changes that all people can make that truly can have an enormous effect. A person doesn't have to go all the way vegan from the get-go. My family, as well as many others, began practicing vegan ideals by just making an effort to have one vegan meal a week. As the feeling of one vegan meal a week becomes more normal and natural, increase to 2 or 3 meals a week. As long as you stay consistent with practicing having a few vegan meals a week, it will begin to feel normal, and you can make a difference. Going vegan doesn't have to be a huge financial commitment. Think about it this way. Which costs more? 1 pound of beef or 1 pound of onions? The pound of beef does, and by quite a lot. Meat typically costs much more than veggies. Some think it costs more to sustain a vegan diet. Conversely, sustaining an omnivorous diet costs much more. Going vegan doesn't have to be a headache. It can start out as easy as eating one vegan meal a week and gradually increasing as things become more normal feeling. And it doesn't have to be a financial strain. Rather, it could save you money. I'll now discuss the ways that going vegan is beneficial. While many argue that one person not eating meat could do anything, according to Caroline Burgess-Pike, the fewer animal products sold, the fewer will be ordered by shops, and in turn, the demand for the animals will be decreased. Did you know that going vegan for 1 month has been found to save around 30 animals? One person can make a huge difference. A person's carbon footprint is the sum of all carbon emissions released as a result of a person's daily activities. Major sources of carbon emissions are food, household emissions, as well as transportation. The more meat, electricity, gas, and the like that a person consumes, the more greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide will be released into the atmosphere, contributing to a higher carbon footprint. According to the University of Michigan Center for Sustainability Systems, food accounts for up to 30% of a household's carbon footprint. According to researchers at Oxford University and reported by a news study, going vegan can reduce a person's carbon footprint by nearly 73%. After conducting his research, one Oxford scientist was convinced enough by his findings that he too went vegan. Imagine if everyone went vegan. Global warming might no longer be an issue. Since animal agriculture is a huge cause of climate change, going vegan for 1 month can make a huge difference. By going vegan for 1 month, you'd save 620 pounds of harmful carbon dioxide emissions, 913 square feet of forest, and 33,481 gallons of water, says Caroline Burgess-Pike. A vegan diet produces 50% fewer carbon dioxide than that of non-vegans. This decrease has huge impacts on the environment. Going vegan can even have significant effects on health. Despite what most believe, a vegan diet has multiple positive effects on health, including increased energy, lower cholesterol, improved skin, improved digestive health, improved BMI, lower blood pressure, longer life expectancy, and increased mood, as found by Jemima Walker. Many athletes are even going vegan. In terms of digestive health, according to Lee Stewart, vegan foods contain prebiotic substances that nourish the beneficial bacteria in your gut that supports many important health functions, like keeping the gut lining healthy and reducing inflammation. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, a vegan diet has been found to protect against various types of cancers, including colorectal cancer. As can be seen, going vegan has enormous impacts on saving the lives of animals, saving the earth, and surprisingly, positive effects on health. Action must be done on our part to make sure that these effects can really take place. Action can start out as easy as eating one vegan meal a week. It just takes a little effort on our parts for a huge impact to be made. Even celebrities, like the ones I mentioned before, see how important the vegan diet can be for making an impactful change. As Carlo Avaro stated in his book, Ethical Veganism, Virtue, Ethics, and the Great Soul, meat eaters say that they enjoy meat, but just because one enjoys something does not make what one does moral. You may enjoy your steak or chicken dish, but have you ever considered that your few minutes of enjoyment gave those animals a miserable life ended by a brutal death? I hope today I was able to convince you of the great impacts of veganism and that, like me, you might try having a vegan meal or 2 a week and make that change. Remember, vegan food is delicious. Bon appetit! Thank you.